Greetings families, welcome back. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. If this is your first time, my name is Mamri and you are very welcome. I bring you good news from Niger. Niger has taken advantage of the weather to rebuild some of the dams that has been destroyed during the rainy season. This is another one that they have started, huge one, big one. They will use the water for irrigation instead. I said, great. I was saying that why should we waste all this water? Why should we allow it to destroy houses, farms, crops, and even delete people instead of directing it to somewhere that we can use for irrigation? This is what they are doing. I must say that I've recorded two last year that they have done and is completed. I want to share this video so we can witness the beginning of it. So one day when we see them with scissors to open it, they've started it. You can tell they are enjoying and they are happy for this project to start. Families, watch this. I'll be back. Thank you for your time.
Headline: The Minister of Agriculture and Livestock officially launched work on the large-scale irrigation program. This important ceremony took place at Tigre, in the rural commune of Jingle, in the presence of the governor of the Agadez region and several other civil and military personalities. Jalla Abdel Jalil and Bacha Haluna provide an update. Because the large-scale irrigation program reflects the commitment of the President of the National Council for the Safeguarding of the Homeland, Head of State, Brigadier General Abdramanti, to the challenges of food sovereignty in Niger. Ceremonies like this are moments of joy, and the joy and gratitude of the people of Tigre and the surrounding area were expressed. The delegate administrator of the rural commune of Ding, followed by the vice president of the National Youth Council, also expressed the wishes of Niger's youth. Placed at the heart of the agricultural revolution. For the Agadez region, the work will consist of rehabilitating the Tigrid 1 and 2 public irrigation schemes and developing Tigre 8-3. This day will certainly go down in the history of the Agadezka region. This text embodies the commitments we made a few months ago towards our populations in the case of food sovereignty, to which the highest authorities attach great importance. I would also like to take this opportunity to stress the importance of rebuilding the Tigre 8 dam, which collapsed following the floods of 2024, and which is a prerequisite for any downstream investment in agriculture and livestock. Colonel Mahama El Raj Ousman gave the speech launching the work on the Grand Irrigation Program in the Agade region, the youth of Agadez. If you want to live with dignity in Niger, you must get involved. In line with the strategic direction set out in the Vision Book of the President of the Conseil National pour la Sauvegarde de la Patrie, Head of State, our ambition to achieve large-scale production through the PGI calls for the implementation of special measures, i.e. financing from the state's own resources and execution of the work by national companies, including the Office des Armanagements Hydro-Agricole au Nord for the Agadez region, the site identified. Obligations covers an area of 45 hectares on 2 public-controlled perimeters, namely -8-1 and -8-2, and 402 hectares for the development of new controlled perimeters. Other new developments have been the subject of technical studies by the General Directorate of Rural Engineering, including sites with 48, 120, and 96 hectares. The rehabilitation of the Tigre 8, 1 and 2 perimeters, in which the grower was directly involved, should enable the mobilization and exhortation of water on the perimeter through the rehabilitation and realization of new boreholes, including the replacement of apples, to limit water losses in acceptable production recommended to therefore irrigation efficiency will be improved through the repair of canals. Drainage perimeter. And finally, to provide the cooperative with infrastructure and equipment for managing and operating the perimeter. The ceremony continued with a presentation by the technicians of the work to be carried out and the schedule for its execution, followed by a presentation of the equipment provided by the Office National des Armanagements Hydro-Agricole's owner deployed for the physical implementation of the work, which was then launched by the Minister of Agriculture and Livestock and the Governor. Agadez region, it ended with exchanges between Minister Mohamed Usman and the population, whose support is, as the minister said, essential for better exploitation of existing potential to achieve food sovereignty in Niger.
Families, as they finish, they move on to see the elderly people, have meeting with the people to explain to them what is going on right now. They even have Zoom meeting to talk to the people who are not there, explain to them what is going on and what they are about to do. Families, please listen. I'll be back. Thank you for your time.
Get past last deals delivered simples. And then, on the instructions of the President of the CNSP, Head of State, Brigadier General Abramanchani, the Minister of Agriculture and Livestock was the guest of the people of the Deferuan Department. The aim was to exchange views with them. On the instructions of the President of the CNSP and Head of State, Brigadier General Abramanchani, the Minister of Agriculture and Livestock visited the people of the Deferuan Department to address their concerns. A warm welcome to the Ministry of Agriculture and Livestock at Ifuans, accompanied by the Secretary-General of the Agadez government, Only Sekou Olason, and the central and regional executives of his ministry, and carried messages of thanks and encouragement from the President of the National Council for the Safeguarding of the Homeland, Head of State, Brigadier General Abraham Chani, to the people of Ifwan for their resilience. This trip is the wish of the Head of State. To different populations, let's say from the far north of Niger, to come and see you and pass on these warm congratulations. Encouragement for your resilience. It has to be said, because we've been through a pretty tough period since the events of June 26, when you stood tall. Those were the words. You stood up to all the difficulties and sanctions. On my behalf, I would like to solemnly convey words of encouragement to you this morning. Additionally, greetings from the Prime Minister, Minister of the Economy and Finance are also extended. In the process of monitoring everything that's going on in the ministry sector throughout our country, and particularly in Ifuruan. The purpose of this mission is twofold: on the one hand, to come and talk to you, the people. The authorities at central level need to be in constant contact with the people, to live with you and listen to you. And take into account your grievances and see the most urgent concerns of the people on the ground. With this, we would integrate into our resilience programs to safeguard the homeland. The Head of State has specifically instructed me to speak to you on the issue of the state of the nation, which you have all been following today. Niger decided on July 26 to become a sovereign country. We will have to suffer so that our children and grandchildren can truly be independent. This is the message that the CNSP has conveyed. The Head of State has said, we already know what you're doing by working with the defense and security forces, by working with the administrative and traditional authorities, so that truly different, which is the extreme northwestern gateway to Niger, can be the barrier, I was going to say, of security in Niger.
Thank you, families, for your time, for watching and listening. One day, when you see brand new or you see something that is colorful going on, we know that we have witnessed the beginning of something great in that area. I'm happy for the people over there, because with this, when it's completed, they will be using it to farm, even this thing, fish ponds, and the rest. They will use it for a lot of things. So I'm so happy for them. Credit to RTN Sahel Info for sharing this information with us. I'm happy for them. I said that twice already. My VIPs, my kings and queens, my new members, my new family members, my returning families, thank you. I'm grateful for your support. God bless you all. I'll be back with another news. See you soon. Bye-bye. Stay blessed and have a wonderful day.